Hey, C here and welcome to Ceescast, the podcast that I started ages ago, did 2 episodes of, and then did nothing with ever since. But today I decided to come back to it because first of all I've got a new camera and I'm loving it. And what better way to try it out than to talk about stuff that nobody's interested in. But also I wanted to do something other than gaming videos. The gaming videos are still gonna be there, as well as the streams that I started recently on the channel, but I also wanted to do something different, like go back to the news bulletin that I used to do, and also talk about stuff I've done during the week and, you know, any recommendation that I might have. So yeah, this is basically the premise of this podcast. This is like a reboot. Let's call it episode 1 again, because I am not gonna count the 2 that I did so long ago. Alright, so first off I wanted to talk about some news that I've seen, and one of those is a Suicide Squad Isekai, which I had heard nothing about, and now suddenly we got an anime about the Suicide Squad, so let's just see it. Alright. Okay. What the hell? This is not what I was expecting. This was not on my bingo card, but honestly, this looks amazing, not gonna lie. Like, I'm just wondering why make it anime, why make it a Japanese anime? There's already Western animations, but I'm not complaining, this looks amazing. But then, speaking of animated things, the general consensus is that Overwatch really should come out with its own animated series, because look at this, it's just so cool, and it's not the first. They keep doing it so many times and they're all so great. The lore is there, they keep teasing us with it because Overwatch is not a game in which you can explore the lore, but the lore is there. They would really benefit from an animated series, especially like with the success of Arcane over on League of Legends. I know it's completely 2 different games, 2 different companies, but it would be a good competition for Arcane, and I do wholeheartedly agree that they do need to make an animated series. And I haven't played Overwatch in so long, but this is amazing. Like, I kind of don't care about Mauga as a character to play in the game. Like, it looks fun, I guess, but I want to know more about this Talon. That is, in case you don't know, Talon is the enemy team of Overwatch, and all of this with Talon being a squad all together and organized. I want to know more about all of this. Also, Carolina Rabassa is so good as Sombra. They're all fantastic voice actors, but Carolina Rabassa, I mean, she's just fantastic. Anyway, I've rambled enough. This was better when I had the timer, but let's move on to the next one, because Loona's back with the Carol 3.0. If you know me, you know that I'm a huge Loona fan. I've talked about it in one of the 2 episodes of the podcast actually, but I love Loona and they've been through so much. We all wanted them to leave that horrible situation that they were in, and they finally managed to this year or last year, I don't remember, but they split up. And then they're starting to reconvene as 2 groups for now. This is one of the groups. It is called ARTMS, spelled ARTMS. And this is only 5 of the original 12 members. And inside this unit, there is a subunit that is OEC, Odd Eye Circle, which was a subunit in Loona originally as well. And I don't really understand how the copyright works, because they are able to keep all of their tracks from Loona's discography. I don't know how that works. Which, speaking of, they came out with the Carol 3.0, which is in reference and very stylistically close to the Carol 1.0 and the Carol 2.0, which are both songs from Loona's discography. I don't know how that works, but then another 4 members are part of Lusemble, the 4 members that had the least lines in Loona, and it's so nice to see them in a group in which they can all shine. This is future me, but also still past me for you watching the video. But after I was done recording the whole thing, I went and looked how exactly does it work with ARTMS being able to use their old songs, and I have a few things to add. First of all, I want to add that there are a few other members of Loona that I didn't talk about, which are Eve and Chu. Eve is looking to sign a contract with a few companies. Well, a contract with one company. She's looking at a few companies to sign one contract. You know what I mean? She's looking around to see what's best for her. And hopefully soon she will be able to be a soloist. Chu as well, kind of. Chu is continuing her YouTube channel for now, and she's doing projects in that vein, but I'm pretty sure that she's also coming back as a soloist at some point. And then there are soloists in ARTMS as well, which are Hasul and Heejin. They're both soloists under ARTMS. Yeah, I need to say that because it's important to me. But the reason why ARTMS is able to use their old songs, if you're a Loona fan, you probably already know, because I've personally been out of the loop, that's why I didn't know. But the reason is that they got Jaden Jung back as a producer. Jaden Jung is the one that created Loona and the whole Loonaverse, but he left after Butterfly. I don't know, that was XX, the album XX. He left after that album for creative differences, because they didn't want to continue the Loonaverse, the whole story being told, the whole narrative, and Jaden Jung didn't want to keep going without that, so he left, and now he's back with ARTMS. And that's why they're able to use their old songs, or at least the ones that were done under him. I'm pretty sure that I don't think they can use the songs that they had, that they have done after he left. This is honestly so exciting. I've been out of K-pop for so long, but the Carol 3.0 is the thing that's gonna bring me back. And the last piece of news that I wanted to talk about is Netflix's Narnia movies could break expectations in one surprising way. So, in case you didn't know, Greta Gerwig, who was the director of the Barbie movie amongst a lot of other really successful movies, is gonna direct the next Narnia movies as well. And apparently she said that she doesn't want to go back to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and they are saying that they don't want to go in a chronological way, starting with The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, which is weird to me, because what do you mean by chronological? Because if you say chronological, does that mean order of release? Because those are two different things for me. Order of release is one thing, chronological means from a story perspective, right? And that wouldn't be the first. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe will be the second one. And there's a whole thing about, but like they're not saying anything else besides just there's such an interesting narrative form to the Narnia series if you read all of them. That's basically all that they said, and they don't want to say which one they're actually working on right now. But I don't get why there's this whole thing. Like, they're thinking that they're going to go for the silver chair because that's what was in the works for years after the first trilogy. But that wouldn't be, that wouldn't make sense. They can't just pick up from where they left from. It would be so weird. They would have to do a whole reboot, right? And also, it's just like, just the first in the chronological order is The Magician's Nephew. That's what they're going to go for first. But they don't even mention it in this article. There's no other book in the series that can go first, if not The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It has to be The Magician's Nephew. But that was all for the news section. Now we want to move over to the next topic, which is what I've been doing in the past few weeks. So first of all, this is recap season. So a lot of you probably have already checked their Spotify Wrapped. I don't use Spotify, I use YouTube Music because for some reason Spotify hates me on my phone. It just doesn't work. I don't know what it is. I've changed phones as well. It doesn't work on any of the phones that I've had. So I've been using YouTube Music, which I am finding myself really enjoying a lot more than Spotify did even when it worked. But that's besides the point. YouTube Music has its own version of Wrapped, which is YouTube Music Recap. And this year, YouTube Music Recap basically bullied me because it kept calling me sad. Basically, it said, get therapy. Everything was your mood throughout the year, sad. Your songs, sad. There is a thing that was your music throughout the year, and it was the beginning of the year, tears on the dance floor. And in the middle of the year it was something like, I'm not crying, you're crying. And then the end of the year was, please hug me, or something like that. And it was like completely unnecessarily rude. YouTube, I mean, you're right, but you didn't have to say it. Anyway, not that loud at least. Anyway, I basically, all of my YouTube recap that is so sad is basically Hayley Williams and The Amazing Devil. That is basically 80% of what I listened to in this past year. And yeah, YouTube really said get therapy with that, because I'm also in the 0.01% of Hayley Williams listeners on YouTube Music, which again, sad. I love her, I love Hayley Williams, but her music, even the ones that sound happy, just read the lyrics. It's just not. But when I'm not crying in my bed listening to music, according to YouTube, I'm on Quest Junkies UK playing Strahdalicious, which is a Curse of Strahd campaign that we're doing, and oh my god, I love that campaign. I want to gush about my character so badly, but I don't have the time for it right now. What I will tell you is that I love the Femme Fatales, which is what we are calling ourselves, and we're just such a, I don't know, it's a very diverse group of characters, but we all what's the word, we just go together so well. It's just such a fantastic group. I couldn't have asked for a better party, and it's fantastic. One thing though that and it's also my fault, one thing that I will complain about is that we keep forgetting about the dog. We have a dog called Lancelot and we keep forgetting. So I've been trying so many different things. Also, there is a stress system. That's another thing that I personally keep forgetting, is that we have a stress system that basically every time we roll anything, if we have stress points, we need to make that roll without those stress points. I don't know if that makes sense how I explained it. So basically, if I have 2 stress points, I make a roll. It's an 18 on the die, but I need to subtract 2 for the 2 stress points. I hope that made sense. Anyway, I keep forgetting. I've tried a few things. I have a huge post-it with -2 on the post-it, and even though it's in front of me, I keep forgetting to look at it. It just blends in with the environment. I don't know, but I don't know what to do. So if you have an idea or a suggestion to on how to remember the stress points, please tell me, because I don't know. But also another thing is we keep forgetting about the dog, And what I want to try, we're on hiatus now. We'll be back next January, so I still haven't tried this technique, but I bought this little dog. Look at it. It's adorable. It's a little lamp. And I basically just wanted to be there, pointed its light at me, so that I can't possibly, you know, with a light in my face, it's not that bright, but still, it's a light. I can't possibly ignore it. It can't possibly blend in. And maybe I can point the light to the stress postage, that maybe that way I can remember both the dog and the stress points. I don't know, but look at it. It's so cute. It's adorable, and you can also have it be up, or you know, I had it sitting down, and it's just so cute. So I hope that works, but we'll see in January when we're back. But yeah, I think that was all of the things that I wanted to say today. This was all over the place. As you know me, if you're on my channel, you know that I ramble on a lot, and this is what my podcast is. Basically me rambling about stuff I see online, stuff I've done during the week, and we'll see where this goes. We'll see if I keep going. Because I mean, other times I've tried a few times to do stuff like this, and I do 2 or 3 episodes and then I stop. So I do really enjoy doing these things, but then I don't know, I just please, if you like this, not only like this video, but let me know in the comments if I should keep going, because really I love doing this type of content, but I really get self-conscious about it, because I'm always like, nobody cares, and maybe I'm right, but maybe I'm wrong, so let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.